for this conversation because I'm going to be speaking about two things that a lot of people like, wine and chocolate, because I'm going to be speaking about the Arima Wine and Chocolate Festival. Joining me this morning is the CEO of JMart, and that is Joel Bradshaw. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You seem to be in quite a chipper mood. It's great to be chatting with you this morning.
Yeah.
Now, the Arima
Well,
The Arima Wine and Chocolate Festival is one that happens annually, and it is carded for the 11th of December this year. Tell us a little bit about the festival.
this festival is something that was the brainchild of our now mayor, His Worship Alderman Cagney Casimir, and it's where we showcase local wines and chocolates, drinks of all types during the Christmas season, right?
Right.
We have so far hosting the Brasso Seco Chocolate Makers Association. We have the Brasso Seco Farmers Association. We have Philippa's Garden. We have the Lopino Chocolate Factory. Man, it's going to be grand. So we usually host them every year. So it's the second year running, but we are looking at taking it forward.
Right.
Where we host them every year to showcase their goods.
Wonderful. So let's speak about some of the artisans involved and some of the products that high quality products that will be at the festival.
Yes, we have Philippa's Garden. So let me talk about Philippa. Philippa has one of the best, and I must say the best, because the best I've tasted, local chocolates, right?
Wow.
She has 80% chocolate, right, from local cocoa beans made right here in Trinidad, planted right here in Trinidad, right? One of we have one of the youngest entrepreneurs with us. He's actually 13 years old. He makes wines. We also have we will be honoring one of our local winemakers as well, who passed away just recently,
okay.
Mr. Charles Bawani. So yeah, those are just a few of the entrepreneurs that we'll be having.
That's wonderful, and I know there'd be notable mention of the gluten-free flour that JMart does.
Yes, of course, yes.
Tell us about that.
Well, JMart is my company, right? I'm the CEO of JMart, and we make gluten-free flour. We are an agro-processing company here in Trinidad and Tobago. We manufacture gluten-free flour from cassava, sweet potato, plantains, breadfruit, dasheen, and we are going to be there, most present, so we will have goods on exhibit for people to see and purchase as well.
Wonderful. Now, let's speak about, you said this is the second year it's going to be held. Let's speak about last year a little bit. How was the festival last year?
It was great. We had a tremendous turnout. The Buddhists of Arima actually liked it. So we were on point right there, smack dab. Everybody got to get their Christmas drinks and stuff.
Right.
It was really nice. We got a really, really good turnout, and we got really good reviews on it.
And now, this year is very different from last year. How will things proceed this year, especially with the measures that have been put in place?
Well, we are following strict COVID protocols. We have all our vendors wearing their mask and their face coverings, right? Each vendor will have, we have masks giving away there actually as well.
Wow.
For those patrons who don't have. We also have the vendors having like hand sanitizer at every station. There is also the concept of social distancing between the booths, right? To ensure that happens, we'll also be having the TTMPS there to regulate the crowd, because we're actually locking down a Fairfax Street area for this event. So we're going to have the police there, heavy police presence, right? Notably the TTMPS, right? Who are going to be there managing the crowd and ensuring that we keep these protocols in line.
Now, Joel, as an owner of a business in Arima, you are one who would be connected to the community and such. What about, what can the Arimans and people of Arima do to help rejuvenate the borough, post-COVID?
Well, that lies with the council, right? We have a very good, strong council, led by Alderman, His Worship, the Mayor, Mr. Kagni Casimir, right? And he's doing a lot in terms of getting the vendors out, especially the how we would say the small man, like me. You know, he's putting us out there. He's giving us leeway to ply our trade where we can make money as well as help to bring in revenue for all the other stores in Arima.
Right.
So it is going quite well. And we are also having the Arima Christmas flea market as well, right? He's also spearheading it, and it's doing quite well. He's really, really making an extreme effort to build back the socio-economic economy back in Arima.
All right, wonderful. And before we go, where will the event be held this year?
It will be held at Poplar Street West. That's between St. Joseph Street and Woodford Street, right? On the corner. That's a landmark for most people who know the street. That's where Pink and Black Bar is.
All right, wonderful. Well, Joel, I want to thank you so much for joining us this morning. Who knows, maybe I'll pass by Arima this weekend and get myself some chocolate. But I want to thank you for joining us and telling us about this wonderful festival. That was Joel Bradshaw there, CEO of J Mart in Arima. We were speaking on the Arima Wine and Chocolate Festival. You can check them out on the 11th of December. That's coming up this week. All right, now we are going to take a short break.